What's happening, y'all? Back in the building. Look, I'm doing this thing dolo tonight. I just wanted to give a shout out to the legends. Where's my book? Bill Belichick, Nick Saban, and Pete Carroll. I was looking at their career, some of the things these guys have done, and I think this is another moment where me and some of my homeboys, we would talk about the time that we living in, how we was able to see Michael Jordan and LeBron James and some of the amazing track athletes and Shaquille O'Neal. A lot of people we've seen. Sometimes we forget about some of the coaches we've had, like the Phil Jackson, the Bill Belichick, Nick Saban, and Pete Carroll. And I just want to get y'all feedback tonight, and we can talk about other stuff too. But I want to get y'all feedback on, like, how did they change the game? Were they good for the game? Were they bad for the game? It's funny how all of these guys are. Two of them are 72 and one is 71. Bill Belichick is 71. Nick Saban is 72. Pete Carroll is 72. So that's just kind of crazy to me to see these three guys to coach this long. And I got a lot of their stats. I'm going to break down some of these stats real quick. Bill Belichick had the most wins with 302 wins. Nick Saban. If you count Nick Saban's college and his pros, he had the most wins. He had 307 wins, if you count both of them. And Bill Belichick, he coached for 29 years. Nick Saban coached for 28 years. Pete Carroll, I think he was 27 years. 27 or 28. The college years, they kind of had them split up a little bit. But, oh yeah, y'all hit the like button. Hit the like button to get the algorithm going. And when y'all hit the like button, I get up to 10 likes, I'm going to let light the tiger up. But all three of them had back-to-back wins, like championship runs. That was kind of crazy, too. Like, Bill Belichick had a back-to-back in 2003, 2004. Pete Carroll had a 2003, 2004. He was in college when Bill Belichick was winning in the pros. Nick Saban had his back-to-back in 2011, 2012. Conference championships, Bill Belichick had 17 titles. He blew everybody away. Nick Saban had 12 conference titles. And Pete Carroll had 12 altogether. 5 in the pros and 7 in when he was at USC in the Pac-12. Let me see, man. Longest winning streaks. Pete Carroll had the longest winning streak. He had, I want to say he had 34 wins. Now, they took away some of his wins because of Reggie Bush stuff and all that kind of stuff. Hey, what's going on? So he had the longest winning streak. Nick Saban had the second longest winning streak with 26 wins. And Bill Belichick had a 19 win winning streak. It's just fun to me. Bill Belichick had the most titles. He won 8 total, 6 by himself with New England, and he won 2 with the Giants when he was up under Bill Parcells. Let me see. Yeah. Y'all get the likes up. If I get the 10 likes, I'm gonna hit my tiger back there. I'm gonna light my tiger up. Let me see. Nick Saban, okay, and a lot of people try to down LeBron James for playing in all these championships, all these championship games, but he didn't win them all, right? Nick Saban played in 17 championship games. He won 7 and he lost 10. So do he get the same treatment as LeBron James? Like, you went to a lot of championships, but you didn't win them all. I think altogether he won 19 bowl games and he lost 12 bowl games. So, I mean, they're still on the high level. But I just noticed how everybody punished LeBron James for making it to a lot of championships. Nick Saban did the same thing. Pete Carroll, the reason why I like Pete Carroll in this conversation, he won in college and in the pros. Only four men have done that. College and pros. Hey, y'all get the likes up. Get the likes up. If I get the 10 likes, man, I'm gonna light the tiger up. But to me, Pete Carroll is the best to ever do it. The reason why I say that, because when Nick Saban went to the pros, he couldn't hang in there. He faded out. We saw what happened with Bill Belichick once Tom Brady left. He couldn't keep it together. So I feel like Pete did it on both levels with different kind of guys, with different kind of quarterbacks. Nick Saban did it on different, like with different kind of players, different kind of quarterbacks, but he couldn't maintain in the NFL. Like he just tapped out in the NFL. So you thought so Pete Carroll threw, and he did throw a Super Bowl. If he'd have just read that ball in, he would have had 2 Super Bowls and 2 college championships. And he almost had a 3-peat. Well, everybody almost had a 3-peat because all of them, everybody on the list has a 2-peat. That's crazy. Hey, we need 2 more likes, and we gonna light the tiger up, y'all. We need 2 more likes. But who was y'all favorite coach? Who was y'all favorite out of Bill Belichick and Nick Saban and Pete Carroll? And it's funny how they all retired the same year. It's funny how they all, like, I don't think people even recognize like the greatness that's walking away from the game right now, because Pete Carroll really is not getting the love because Nick Saban is getting so much energy, and Bill Belichick is really not getting the love because Nick Saban is getting so much energy. So, and I don't understand. Like, I know Nick Saban won more as a head coach. Like, he won seven titles, but Bill Belichick won 6. But he also won 2 more up under Bill Parcells. So if the whole totality, he got the most championships. But it's like they not really giving Bill or Pete their credit. I don't like that, man. I feel like everybody should get their credit. And we need 1 more like, y'all, so we can light the tiger up. We need 1 more like. So y'all let me know who was y'all favorite, man. Who was y'all favorite? I'd say Pete was my favorite. I didn't like how I kind of got a little messy with Pete when them guys started, they wanted their contracts, Earl Thomas and Marshawn Lynch and all them. Like, it started getting messy towards the end. They said they even got a little messy with him and Russell Wilson. But I didn't see any of that. But they said it kind of got a little messy towards the end. So I didn't like that on the NFL level. And he had a big time player named Taylor May, the safety. And everybody thought he was going to bring Taylor May up from USC to the Seahawks with him, and he didn't draft him. So that was the first thing he ever did with everybody. Was kind of like, damn, that was kind of jacked up. He didn't draft his guy. But when you saw the team he had, the defense he had, where would that guy have fit in? One thing Pete Carroll did that a lot of people don't know, it was a linebacker that got accused for rape. And down the line, we got 10 likes, y'all. We got 10 likes. We got 10 likes. We're gonna put some light on the tiger back there, y'all. We're gonna put some light on the tiger back there, y'all. Yeah. Oh, let me move my curtain. So y'all can get the full effect. There we go. All right. But Pete Carroll did something real nice, y'all. It was a linebacker. He was like the top linebacker coming out of California, and he got accused of rape. He went to prison for like 2 years, and while he was in prison, he was talking to the young lady that he supposedly raped, and they're going back and forth in their texts or whatever. And she said, "Look, I didn't really want to do that. My mom made me say that because we could get a bunch of money, blah, blah, blah. So he got her to kind of confess in the messages saying that he didn't rape her. So he was able to get out of prison like early or whatever. And when he got out of prison, I mean, when I say early, I think it's like we went to prison like his senior year in high school, maybe freshman year of college. And he got out maybe 4 or 5 years later, I think. Or he got out in 2 years, but he was still like on probation, a lot of different stuff. But he didn't get onto the practice squad with the Seattle team until like 5 or 6 years later. But Pete Carroll gave him a chance to like be on the team. I don't know if they just did that to help the guy get some money or whatever so he can kind of start his life over. But that was pretty cool. Pete Carroll was recruiting this guy out of high school. He went to prison. He was falsely accused, and Pete Carroll still gave him a shot. That was pretty cool. I got respect for him for that. I don't know about all this other stuff. Like with football, it's a business, so nothing lasts forever. Most guys don't stay in the league past 3 years, right? And if they stay on the team past 3 years, the team have to pay their retirement. So that's why a lot of teams, if you're not above average, they cut you. So I can understand, even though they was winning Super Bowls and all this kind of stuff, they know these guys, they're getting older. Once you get like over 32 in the league, you kind of old. So they was cutting some of these they big time players that helped them win Super Bowls. I didn't like it. We didn't like it as fans, seeing the team get broken apart. But if you want to keep winning, you want to keep retooling and getting fresh guys in, you got to cut some of your veterans because their production is going down and they're taking up too much of your cap. So I understand the business end of it, but when somebody help you win a Super Bowl, to me, I just feel like as a human, you should repay them with a bag, to me. Hey, and one thing I noticed, y'all, sometimes when I be on my lives, I keep seeing people, I'm coming on my man talking about Brian, talking about the snow bunnies. On my live, I see some little like ladies with blonde hair, I guess, like yellow hair and their little pigtails. Is that a white girl emoji? Or is that for any, like, is that black girls too? Or is that just white girls? I'm like, these all snow bunnies. I know there's like 3 or 4 different ones that come in on my videos. Is that snow bunnies? I'm asking for a friend. Yeah, D, I see you checking in kind of early. Well, I don't know if you're checking in early, D. I came on kind of late tonight. I don't know. But you might be early. I'm solo dolo tonight. All them boys. Hey, all my co-stars, they're in the streets tonight. But I want y'all to tell me who was y'all favorite coach. Like, and a lot of people say Coach Saban was the best coach because he put so many guys in the NFL. But to me, I can't really give him that because you getting the best dudes out of high school. If you get the best dudes out of high school, they was already the best dudes. If they don't get injured, they probably still gonna be the best dudes. You can kind of, they try to make it seem like he developed these players. He didn't develop a whole bunch of quarterbacks. A lot of quarterbacks came in and they didn't make it until he started getting criticized. After a while, he started getting better quarterbacks, and like 2 or some of them guys made it. Like even with Jalen Hurts, he didn't develop Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts had to go to Oklahoma and get developed by what's the dude now? I keep forgetting the coach for something with an L. Lane Kiffin. Is it Lane Kiffin? I don't know. But he developed him, man. Yeah, you're right, Brian. Saban was paying the most. And I feel like, y'all see what just happened with Florida State. Florida State just got caught up paying these, and they paying big, y'all. $15,000, and they were paying multiple dudes. How you paying $15,000 a month for a guy that's not even at your school. And that's why we lost the linebacker. He went back to Florida State. That's why the dude was laughing. It was another guy from Florida State was laughing. He was like, boy, you hell, get your money. Because Florida State is paying. It's an offensive lineman that played for Georgia. I think he went in the portal, but I think he went back to Georgia. Now I believe he's going into the draft. But his name was Mims, something like that. And he was the one that came out with it. Like they got his face saying he was getting paid $15K before he left Georgia. They were saying jump in the port and come on over here, and they started giving him $15K. But it was another guy, and I don't know if y'all know who Matt the Great is. If y'all go watch my Lincoln Riley, yeah. If y'all go watch my videos that I talked about this, about Florida State paying all this money, I got the videos in the description. If y'all go down there and click on the description, you will see the videos where Matt the Great, he got all the receipts. Like these guys are hitting them up saying, hey man, they giving me so much money. And Matt was like, man, they not giving you this much money. He was like, yes, they are. And they did a FaceTime. And he was showing Matt all his direct deposits or whatever. So it's real live. And Matt talked about this like 5 months ago. So when Matt did this 5 months ago, I said, Matt, you slick like snitching. You snitching, but these players, man, they always do this. They always start bragging, especially once they get to the pros and it comes back. And sometimes these programs, like with Pete Carroll and Reggie Bush, they get some wins taken away from them. Hey, yo, you're right. Hey, DJ, he did take an L because he went back to Florida State. Now they got all these sanctions where they gonna lose out on stuff. So I don't even know if he's gonna be able to play in the bowl game next year. Well, they're gonna be able to make it to a bowl game. I mean, he's still gonna get to play and show his talents, but I think he played himself. And I wonder how they gonna, like, I know they charge Florida State 1% of their revenue, but that ain't really nothing. 1% of your revenue. And they took away 5 scholarships for the next 2 years. And I don't think they can play in a bowl game. But that's not really that bad of a punishment. That's really not that bad if you look at it. And we got some more people in the room. We got some more people chiming in. Hold on. Let me light my tiger all the way up. Y'all got me 15 likes. But I don't think that was harsh enough punishment. But also, I was kind of mad at the guy that told. Like, why would you tell, if they paying 10 guys $15,000, that's $180,000 a year. If they paying this kind of money, you know how much, what these guys can do with this money, how they can help their household change some stuff around. They probably gonna blow the money and spend the money, but if they do the right thing with it, they can really change their family's situation. So I was kind of mad that he told. But it's funny. Coach Saban, I feel like in my video I made about Coach Saban, I didn't say he retired. I said he retreated. Because I think he knew some stuff was going to come to light with them having to pay these players and all this kind of stuff. It was starting to get too aggressive. Like everybody was competing. So I think something was going to come out if he'd have stayed in. I feel like Bill Belichick got exposed when Tom Brady left. Pete Carroll got caught cheating. And it got funky for him at the end. So it's funny. It's a funny game. Like, you can be a great guy, but to be a great guy, you got to do some dirty stuff along the way. Y'all, life be lifing, man. Hey, I was saying the same thing. I was like, dang. They making owner operator money and they don't have no truck. They ain't clocking in. Like, what? I was thinking about when I was in college, how much stuff we didn't have. And just think about it. Y'all be honest. If these dudes are in college, they already the biggest, ripped up six packs. Now they driving nice cars, and they making more money than everybody on campus damn near. They making more money than everybody but the dean and the head coach and maybe the AD and the offense coordinator, the defense coordinator. Everybody else, they making more money than. Think about how much damage. Y'all see what happened with the dude at Alabama? He had to go, he got locked up for passing out too many STDs. Think about how much access these dudes. It was already crazy when you was on the football team, how much access you had to women. Now when you got more money than anybody they know, and you driving a nice car, man, these dudes finna have so many kids. They do deserve the money, but it need to be, they don't need to get no darn $15,000 a month, man. They need to have this money put into some kind of fund, and they get it. They only get so much. They need to get like $2,000 a month, man. They don't need to be getting no $15,000. Man, these dudes gonna have so many kids. They gonna have kids, 2 kids at this campus, 2 kids back home, and they gonna probably have some more kids at the other college down the road. And I know a lot of y'all are excited. Well, I don't know. Some of y'all probably don't know. The new recruiting coordinator that Coach Prime signed from FAMU. Hey, that was a big pickup, y'all. When I tell y'all that, y'all don't know how big of a pickup that was. I mean, Coach Simmons was talking about licking in the van, because like they'll come with a recruiting van on smaller school levels. You don't fly everybody in. You kind of have like, well, you might fly some people in, but you pick them up in the van. It's everybody on the van. Sometimes you go in to pick these guys up, like the local schools or whatever, schools like a county or 2 over. You go in and picking them up in the van. You ain't really flying them in like that, because they don't really have the same kind of budget. And Coach Simmons, he was just saying like how many guys he got coming in. He didn't even know all these guys was coming in. He looking in the van trying to see who in the van. Like he have all the names on the board saying this is who we got coming to campus today, and they had like a little FAMU van or whatever. So they was bringing so many players in. The head coach was overwhelmed, and y'all know Coach Prime is a Florida guy. So now Florida State is in trouble. Now FAMU don't know who their head coach is gonna be. He's finna run rampant in Florida, bringing guys to Colorado. The other thing about it is, and Nick Saban stepped down now, so there's some more Florida guys he gonna better get. And it was one more thing. It was some guys that had jumped in the portal from Florida State. They had went to FAMU. Once the head coach for FAMU left, they went back into the portal. We might better get those guys now. I mean, I don't know how good they were. I don't know. I just know they were from Florida State. And we've seen, just because they're from Florida State, that don't mean they're great. But it's a chance we can get them. Brian told me in Florida State they get 1 piece of chicken. Man, cut that out, man. But I want y'all let me know, man. Who was y'all favorite coach out of all these coaches? Pete, Nick, or Bill? Who was y'all favorite coach? Who was the most impactful? Like Bill Belichick had a run when I was watching him, but it was really only when Randy Moss was there. When Randy Moss was there, I watched the Patriots. But other than that, they was kind of like boring to me. I watched them a little bit when a guy from my high school went there. I watched them some then. And when they had Shawnee Michelle, when he came from Georgia, I watched him a little bit then. But even with Coach Saban, I watched Alabama, but I didn't like Alabama. I don't like the uniform. I just don't like watching Alabama for real. Like I really hope Alabama fall off. I remember, well, Alabama was good in the 90s. I didn't know Alabama was good in the 90s because I was never an Alabama fan like that. When Nick Saban came in, I started watching. I started watching them because they beat Miami in that bowl game. And the guy took the ball from that dude from Miami. When he took the ball from that guy and he ran that guy down to Miami and took the ball from him, that was the first time I was like, damn, Alabama, they playing. And he was sending a lot of blitzes. So it was exciting to watch. I started watching a little bit, but I really didn't like Alabama like that. The only thing I liked about Alabama, my favorite player of all time came from there, Derek Thomas. And they had Sean Alexander. I used to watch them a little bit because of them two guys back in the day, but I'm just not an Alabama fan. Did you talk about Coach Prime? Yeah, you're right. When they had Derrick Henderson and they had all those running backs, it was kind of exciting. When they had Julio Jones, it was exciting then too. Hey, they say in 93 or 92, they had a big long winning streak. And I remember something about that in 92. They had a long winning streak. I remember something about that. But that was like their longest. When I was looking this up, doing my little notes and stuff before I did this video, I was seeing that Nick Saban had the longest winning streak, and he didn't. Their longest winning streak was in 2000. Well, in 92. In 92. They had like 28 wins in a row consecutively. So they were doing something in the 90s, y'all. But I just wasn't an Alabama fan back then. Now, out of everybody, I'll say Pete Carroll was my guy. I like Pete Carroll at USC with Reggie Bush, and that boy Lindell, and they had a whole bunch of linebackers coming in. Man, I used to love watching USC when Pete Carroll was there. And then when Pete Carroll went to Seattle, I started watching Seattle. So if I had to say my favorite coach, I'll say Pete Carroll was my favorite coach. And like, I don't think Bill Belichick or Nick Saban are the winningest coaches of all time on the NFL level, college level. I just think they good for this era, but they're not the best. Pete Carroll, he's not the best either, but he did it on both levels, and only 4 men have ever done that. So I'm giving it to Pete. I actually wanted Pete Carroll to do the 3-peat. I remember they were saying something about the 3-peat, but that was around the same time Appalachian State, we did the 3-peat. So that's another thing. We did a 3-peat right when Pete Carroll supposed to did the 3-peat. So I was happy about that. That's about the time when we beat USC. We not USC. We beat Michigan. So we was hype. We had our own hype train going. Oh, I was thinking about that. We can get some Washington players right now. We're gonna still get some Alabama players right now, I feel like. And I still feel like we're gonna get some Florida State players. I feel like they finna crack down on Florida State. The guy that was handing out the money for Florida State, he off the team now. He's suspended or something. Yeah, Coach Prime is the coolest coach. I saw something. They had a video of Coach Prime when he was dancing and smiling, and somebody had a comment. It was like, he's the only coach I've seen have so much fun. And that thing got like 11,000 likes. But if you look at it, Bill Belichick, he was boring. He ain't hardly say nothing. Nick Saban, he talked a little bit. Nick Saban was a straight shooter. Nick Saban had a certain kind of swag. He was cool with his stuff. He was like a smooth operator, but he was kind of quiet too. He was just straight to the point, but he was kind of quiet. And Popovich and Bill Belichick, they was kind of like the same dude. Like they were brothers, man. Them dudes don't like to talk for real. But I just feel like Pete was the best one though. Pete had the most swag. Nick Saban was cool now, and that's why Coach Prime will always give. And see, I don't know when Coach Prime, you got to watch Prime. Prime is a smooth operator. I don't know if he really got respect for all these coaches like how he be making it sound, but he make it seem like he do. Like he be like, man, Coach Saban, man, he a tremendous guy. He talk about Chip Kelly, but it's like, but prior to this, I never heard him say anything about Chip Kelly or Nick Saban. And I follow Coach Prime. Like I just watched the stuff on NFL Network because I remember when he was talking about with Cam Newton and Pac-Man Jones and all that kind of stuff. I remember some of his comments. I never heard him give Nick Saban a shout out. I never heard him say nothing about Chip Kelly until he started coaching, and then he started giving shots out. Oh, Arizona coach might get that. Oh, man. You know Arizona in trouble right now, right? Y'all know Arizona, they school lost like $200 million. And they were saying they might shut down the football program, the sports all together to get. So I don't understand you shut your sports program down. Sports bring in money. So I don't understand that. I don't know. I think Arizona players want to beat us, man. I think Arizona players want to make a statement. And what conference is Washington in right now? Are they even in the conference? Nick Saban had some swag. I'm telling y'all, Nick Saban was always cool. Now, one time Nick Saban was looking crazy with his hair was looking crazy. I did a video with that picture last year. And y'all, I'm telling y'all, I be knowing this stuff. I did a video about this. I'm going to try to go get that video and put it in the description. I did a video about this last year, and I said Alabama was coming to an end. Like, Nick Saban was stressing out. I said that. Oh, and Coach Prime maybe gave Nick Saban an early exit because he made a statement about how he had to stay up later to help the defense out. And remember, we got his defensive coordinator. So he was like staying up to 2 a.m. and then getting up at 6. He was taking a toll on his body. I'm like, dog, how in the hell you? I can't even. The other night, I don't know if y'all saw it. I had bags up under my eyes trying to do videos and work and all this stuff. I had to get some rest. Like last night, I wanted to go live, but I just had to get some rest. I don't see how these coaches can go to sleep at after 12 o'clock and be up in the AM. I don't see how they doing that. I don't see how you can still function and watch tape when you up. Like when you up that late, man, it's just hard to keep watching tape. Like you just start zoning out. So Washington, they went to the Big Ten. Are you serious about that? Is that a fact? I thought Washington and Oregon State was staying in the Pac-10. Okay, so Washington, Oregon State. I know you're saying Oregon State will officially join the Big Ten in August the 2nd. Okay, all right. Okay, I'm going. See, I'm gonna go check the schedule, y'all, and I'm telling y'all, I looked at some of the schedule so far, and I've looked at Syracuse schedule. When I do this schedule and I put game to game, Syracuse has a cakewalk schedule in the ACC compared to what Coach Prime and the Buffaloes gonna have in the Big Ten. I'm telling you, well, it ain't the Big Ten, it's the Big 12. In the Big 12. No, Oregon State and Washington State. I'm telling you that the Orange men gonna make some noise over there in the ACC, y'all. Y'all ain't paying attention. I'm paying attention to both of them at the same time. The Orange men are making the same moves Colorado making, but the Orange men are they got a more fertile recruiting ground in that area. Where Colorado don't really have a lot of recruits in Colorado, North Dakota, South Dakota, all that kind of stuff. They don't really Utah. They don't really have a lot of big time guys. They got to go like 2-3 states over to get some guys. They got to go to Texas, Louisiana, Georgia, Florida. That's a long ways. Syracuse can lock down that Northeast, and they gonna steal some guys here and there. No, we got a new outside linebacker today. I didn't see that. I did not see that. I seen the D lineman we got from where it was Arkansas, and I seen the cornerback we got from Oklahoma State. Those are the last two guys I saw. I didn't see a linebacker today. New Mexico State. Okay. I'll go check him out. But I know Syracuse got the number one D lineman out of JUCO. I think he signed like 2 days ago. And they got like 2 or 3 5-stars coming to their campus. I'll go check him out. Now, I want us to get that linebacker, the wide receiver that just transferred in, Webster. I want to get his brother, man. His brother is a good hybrid linebacker, y'all. He kind of like a safety that's big enough to play linebacker. That's what, and he can hit, y'all. He can hit. He can run. Like I saw him dancing one time, and that's when a guy can dance real good. A lot of times they can play good pass defense. Cause with pass defense, like with Travis, y'all know with Travis Hunter can change direction real fast. Like he can change direction, and that's dealing with your hips. His brother too light for old school. For this passing. Y'all remember last year how they were doing all them slants and stuff on us last year, all them crossing routes? Oh, see it. On plays like that, he can jump right in that tight end hip and run with him because he light. Look how Bentley was struggling last year trying to cover. He too heavy. So I'm not saying he'll be your day one starter for everything, but when it's 3rd and 12 and 3rd and 15, 3rd and 8, yeah, bring that guy in. Now, I'm telling you, his brother was. Go look at his brother highlights. His brother can play. His brother can play, y'all. But it's gonna get real interesting. Who y'all think? So, I did a lineup with the wide receivers. I don't want to say this out loud, but I gotta say it. I think somebody gonna transfer out. I think somebody out of this list gonna transfer out. Baby T.O., I don't think he's gonna transfer. The guy from NC State, Jimmy Horn. I know Jimmy Horn a lot of people favorite, but dog, if Travis gonna play, if Travis gonna get a lot of reps this year, okay, the guy that's coming, Webster, I think his name is Webster, the guy that's coming from South Florida or Florida International, he playing, no question. The guy that's coming from Vanderbilt, he's playing, ain't no question. So we all feel like Jimmy's gonna play, right? I feel like Jimmy gonna play. But if we got 3 receivers out there, who's gonna play, Jimmy or Travis? My man from Vandy playing. He a big body and he productive. My man from the dude from Florida, LeJounte, I think that's his name. LeJounte, he playing. That dude had 100 catches last year. He playing. He was a finalist for an award like the most versatile player. He is playing. Travis playing. That's 3 slots right there. Those are 3 slots. Okay, let's say we go 4 wide. The dude for NC State, bigger than Jimmy, and he run like the same speed as Jimmy. Y'all remember how Jimmy had some drops last year? I want Jimmy the ball. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying the dude for NC State is Jimmy, but a little taller. Baby T.O. is a... See, Baby T.O. and Miller, I don't know who's the best out of them 2. I don't know. That's why I thought Jimmy Horn daddy gonna get out of jail and cause some problems. Man. And see, I'm with you too. I like Miller. And there's some more guys on the team that's already on the team that we don't really know. Like that little number 13 that was getting in there running the routes. He was running nice routes. He might transfer. He was running nice routes though. You saying Travis got to stop being selfish and stick to DB, but that's how Travis getting paid though. And okay, who was a... All right, I hear what you're saying. But Travis had less snaps than all the wide receivers we had on our team last year because he was injured. But he didn't have the most touchdowns. So if he would have played as much as them, he probably would have had 10 touchdowns. Jimmy played every game. Every game. Played the most snaps on offense. And he didn't have the same production as Travis. Let me see what y'all saying. We're going to have too much, especially at wide receiver, we're going to have too much talent. Especially I feel like at running back, I mean, we got good talent at running back. We got 4 running backs that I think they're solid. At D-line, I think we're going to have too much talent. I think they're going to have to redshirt some guys. Because we had some guys come in last year. And right now, the linebacker room is starting to get crowded. I don't know if we have a true bell cow linebacker. I like the guy that came in for Alabama last year. When he got in towards the end of the game, he played on the high level. The thing about it, if you stay at Colorado, I think all of them getting some kind of money. I think they all getting something. Like they probably get like $2,000 a month or something. But it's a chance if you have a great season, you can get an amazing deal leaving out of Colorado. So for guys to hit the transfer and just being around the atmosphere, what other school can you go to and have the celebrities and all that kind of stuff? Like, it's hard leaving Colorado and going back to a regular school. No, I don't think Coach Prime brought all them wide receivers in because he don't trust them. I think Coach Prime brought them wide receivers in because they're good. Like we didn't have a baby T.O. on our team. Miller was good, but Miller ain't baby T.O. Like, not athletically. Like Butler, the guy that we supposed to be getting from California, he is kind of like what that Lester dude is. I hope I'm saying his name right. I don't got it wrote down. The dude that's transferring from Florida Atlantic. I think that's where he transferring from. That dude that dude had 100 catches last year, y'all. I don't understand why he ain't going to the league. I don't understand why he just didn't put his name in the hat. But I guess, like how we really didn't know who he is, come to Colorado. If he come to Colorado and make 50 catches and have 5 touchdowns, the whole world know him. Yeah, Jimmy had too many drops last year, but I think they're going to put Jimmy on the outside this year so he won't be in all that traffic. I think number 1 going to be in the inside, and I think baby T.O. going to be in the inside. And that number 13 going to be in the inside. I think, and sometimes Travis. But I think Jimmy Horn going to be on the outside. And I think the dude for NC State going to be on the outside. And it's another guy. We got a bunch of dudes, man. We got a bunch of dudes. Another part of our defense is getting crowded. Our safeties. We got a bunch of safeties. And we're starting to get a lot of corners now. So I'm kind of getting scared for some of our safeties, man. Like, if you mess up this year, hey, we getting a lot of guys coming in on these secret visits. You know, Coach Prime, they kind of shut a lot of stuff down right now because they're doing the Bill Belichick and the Nick Saban now. They shutting everything down, getting real quiet. I think during spring, they're going to really crank back up. But until signing day in February, I think Coach Prime going to kind of be real quiet because a lot of guys hate on him. And that's what I was trying to tell my homeboy, Big Hurt, the other day. It's like a lot of schools can't compete with Coach Prime straight up if it's just me versus you. But when Florida State is going for the same guy, Oklahoma, USC, Alabama, and Georgia, when all of them going for the same guy, and 2 of them willing to spend a bunch of money, we can't spend with everybody. We can't spend with the USCs and the Alabamas and the Florida States. We can't. They can always outbid us. So I think that's why he going dark with it, so people don't know who's who until they signed already. I don't know if Travis. Yeah, Travis. I think Travis brought the girl to Tesla. We seen the video, and he had the Hello Kitty stuff. Or it ain't Hello Kitty. What's the lady with the big head? He had that wrapping like all inside the door. So he got a Tesla, and they had that wrapping in the door. I think so. I think he better than Shepard in the inside, like it's a slot. But I think on the outside, using your body, fades and stuff like that, I think Shepard better outside. So I think Travis is a combination of Wester and Shepard. He like a combination of both of them guys. He can do what both of them guys can do. But I don't know who got the most top end speed. I think it's Jimmy Horn, a man that came from NC State, now number 6 from last year, and maybe Baby T.O. See, this crazy thing about Baby T.O. is he got track speed, and he's 6'3", 6'4". So he got Jimmy Horn speed, but he way bigger. I mean, I hope Jimmy get off, y'all. I hope Jimmy have 5 touchdowns in the first 5 weeks. Jimmy said he a good guy, man. He a good dude. People saying we got too much talent, but really, like Alabama got way more talent. Ohio State got way more talent. So I think this is the first time people ever really seeing this many guys come in back to back because we following it. We getting all the updates, all this kind of stuff. Alabama got so much talent sitting on the bench right now. Georgia got so much talent sitting on the bench. Like, I'm going to keep it funky with y'all. Alabama had more talent to transfer out than we had on our team. Georgia had more talent to transfer out than we had on our team. So we don't have too much talent. We started getting to a place where we in a good spot where we got so much talent in one spot where we like a A in this. Like at wide receiver, we like a A now. I ain't saying we are A plus, but we are A at wide receiver. I can't say we are A at nothing. At quarterback, we might be a B plus because I don't know what these other quarterbacks can do. I don't know what the baby giraffe can do, and I don't know what I call the dude Crazy Horse, the dude from Kentucky, Wade. I think this is his last name, Wade. He like a running quarterback to me. He don't like a traditional quarterback. He look like I don't know if y'all remember when Hines Ward played quarterback for Georgia against Florida State in that bowl game. He kind of looked like that. Like I think in the championship game in high school, he had like 200 yards rushing. You can't count him as a good quarterback. You talking about Dylan Edwards? Dylan Edwards, he played running back. He need to play wide receiver, but that's a running back. I don't know, Brian. We got a lot of D linemen that just came in here, man. We got a lot, and y'all gotta look at it. We got some D linemen that we got last year that was red shirted, and they was decent, but they got red shirted. They put on more weight. I think Chance Main came back. That's what I heard. And then we got these dudes coming out of high school, and we don't know what's up with Omar yet. If Omar get cleared, if Omar come in. Omar for the win, dog. I done seen this dude. Omar is like somebody big brother out there playing with the little kids. Omar is let me try to get y'all to understand what Omar is. Omar is like, oh man. He kind of like he kind of like a Reggie White with Warren Sapp kind of ability. Like he got quick feet, all this kind of stuff, but he got a big size. He's not as strong as Reggie White was, but he got real quick feet. He don't move slow. He move quick. And he's 6'3", 300 pounds. And we already got the other 3. So now we got like 4 dudes on the D line that weigh 300 plus pounds, 4 or 5, and now we got 3 dudes that play DN that was like all defense or player of the year, stuff like that. Like, the dudes we got coming in are serious. I don't know if they're gonna play as rookies, but they serious. Yeah, I think Omar coming, but I talked to one of my friends. She said they still ain't got the case ain't done yet. Like, the case is it ain't about the people, like just the people that was involved that's dealing with this case. He going against the state right now, so the state picked the case up. I'm gonna say this right now: we got enough guys to have a rotation now, and we got some of the guys that was on the team last year. They coming back, so some of these guys gonna get stronger and they gonna have more confidence. He talking about Jimmy father gonna shank me. And like I don't know what they're gonna do with Eric. I don't know if they're gonna stand him up at linebacker, but I can't wait to see. I want to see him play in one of these All-Star games. He didn't play in any All-Star game, but I want to see him go against some of these big offensive linemen and see how he do. In high school he did good, but I still want to see him go against the elite of the elite offensive linemen and see how he get off these blocks. I don't know, D. I don't know. I think Jimmy Horn gonna have more confidence, but when Jimmy Horn see Baby T.O. and when he see this dude from, man, these dudes are nice, man. Like, I think it's gonna be kind of like how it was at Jackson State. When Jackson State had all their wide receivers, they knew they had the best receiving core in the conference. I think right now we got the best receiving core in the conference. But I think Jimmy gonna feel that pressure. But I think it's gonna help him get open because now you can't double team him. They can't help on Jimmy at all. And hopefully, Shadour's gonna have more time this year. And when Jimmy's in the open field, Jimmy don't really drop a lot of balls in the open field. Jimmy only drop balls in that traffic. So now this year, I know for sure, I know he's going to have more time. Yeah, I can't wait for the well-off media videos now. Like, now we going to see some real back and forth with these corners. And have y'all seen anything from Camardi? I keep calling him Camardi, man. Kamani McClain. Have y'all seen anything with him? I haven't really seen no videos. I don't know why he one of my favorites because he has unbelievable size. And I feel like he got a different kind of it factor. I got to start following him on Twitter because I don't follow him. Oh, yeah, y'all follow me on Twitter, man. I'm Big Tiger on Twitter. If y'all follow me on Twitter, I'll follow y'all back. And y'all can kind of put me on game of who I need to follow. Yeah, he a firecracker, man. Like, I like his presence, man. I feel like he a complete corner. I heard he said something about he want to play wide receiver. I'm like, bro, don't even be focusing about no wide receiver right now, man. We got too many wide receivers. Where you seen that at? Where you seen Community practicing with Amari Miller? What did you saw that on Well Off Media, or where you saw that at? You saw that on one of their personal channels? Yeah, you're right, Brian. He really not a talker. He kind of shy. He kind of bashful. He kind of like Michael Jackson. Like, when it's time to go on the main stage, he gonna do his thing. But when you get him off stage, he kind of bashful. They said that was an old clip. See, I got to follow Miller and some more guys I got to follow. I hope he's standing on business. We gonna see if he's standing on business. DJ Promo said he saw him lifting some weights or something, doing something. I want to see, y'all saw I make that video. I want to see Sauce Gardner come hang out with him. I want to see Sauce Gardner come hang out with him because they almost got the same body frame. And just to teach a young fella some stuff, give him that confidence. It's something different when you got a guy that's above you and they come hang out with you. It's just something different. You're right. He wasn't shy in high school. In high school, boy, he was out there thugging it, boy, in high school. So he maybe just got to get that confidence behind him. He got to make some play. When he get his first pick, he might feel a little bit more confident. Right now, a lot of pressure on that young man. A lot of pressure. You got Travis on the other side of you. I done seen a lot of cornerbacks in the NFL when they go get one shutdown corner, then they'll put somebody else on the other side of him that had a good year, and he can't keep up. He can't handle that pressure because they throwing away from the number one corner. They throwing at you, and they can't keep up. I'm not saying that's what happened to McClain. I'm just saying I've seen that happen to a lot of guys. They weren't really cooking it, man. They had one game where they got hit with some slants, man, with some cross routes. And see, like when them cross routes, when I played linebacker, we had to get up under them to make them have to run around you. We had to slow them down a little bit. They were just letting them boys run free, man. I know the rules done changed a little bit, but you can still act like you in your drop and make them run into you. You can't jam them past 5 yards, but you can still back up and like just be in the way and make them have to run around you. He was talking a little bit in that USC game. He was starting to get turned up in that USC game. The person that I'm scared for, man, I'm scared for my boy Savion. I think Savion is a talent, but I don't think he gonna. I think with McCaskill and Dillon, I don't think he gonna get the ball. See, Brian, why you being messy, Brian? Y'all trying to get on Trevor Woods. Trevor minding his business, man. He's minding his business. But I'm gonna start following some of these guys, man. I'm gonna get more tapped in. He should go to San Diego State. But we don't know what a San Diego State line look like. Their line might be trash. And this is and hold on now. Coach Prime actually believes in Savion now. He actually, and you need 2 running backs. To me, Dylan year is next year. This year it's about Savion and McCaskill. To me. Next year is Dylan and the rookie guy that came in. You can put Dylan in on some reverses and some stuff like that. But some screens, stuff like that, some draws, like 3rd and long, they give him a draw and see can he get some. But nah, man, it need to be Savion. See, y'all don't know Savion. I know Savion from them Jackson days, man, when he was getting loose. Nah. I didn't hear about him. Were you talking about he jumped in the transfer portal? Hey, Northwestern, a lot of their players left because they had them allegation last year where it was like some sexual harassment and stuff. Like they were doing all kind of crazy hazing and stuff and doing stuff where they was making players get naked, and it was a lot of freaky stuff going on at Northwestern. A lot of freaky stuff. And their coach got fired and everything. So a lot of players left. So he might can go there and start. I don't even really know that guy for real. You talking about Dylan Edwards? Brian, cut that out, man. Thought that man working at Burger King, man. Brian, you miss it, bro. You miss it. That man. Oh, hey, you know that man working at Burger King. Oh, that's the O-line coach. Oh, I ain't know what the O-line coach. So instead of going to Northwestern, he went. I mean, instead of going to the Aztecs with Schuler, he went to Northwestern. Wow, that was different. Well, maybe. Maybe Sean Lewis, I'm talking about Shooter. Maybe Sean Lewis looked at him and was like, well, you really weren't that good. He maybe evaluated him and said, you really ain't that good. Let me not take somebody with me, dead weight with me. Yeah, I didn't even know what the lineman coach was. I didn't even know his name. Yeah, Northwestern hot trash, man. Hot trash. Hey, Mahoma Big Hurt, he made a point. A lot of guys instead of going to JUCO, they finna start going to D2 schools, try to ball out at D2 school, and then try to come up to the next level. So instead of a guy going to Northwestern, they might go to a D2 and play and try to get first team, second team, all conference, whatever. And that's what a lot of these guys. That's what they doing now. They going to a smaller school, a school like closer to home, so they can stay at home, work out, don't spend as much money going in a partial or something like that. And then they posting a lot of their stuff to Instagram, and they just posting their workouts. And if they make all conference, they posting all this stuff. And some dudes are getting scholarships like that. I mean, if Shador and Jordan Cena put the call out and they put the back signal out, some people gonna respond. And I'm telling y'all, it's a lot of kids want to play for Colorado. Now y'all gotta understand, the college playoff game had 2.8 views. I went and watched it on I think on YouTube, or I seen the stat. They had 2.8 million views. That's like a SEC game. That's like a Florida versus South Carolina game. And this was a playoff game for the national championship. Colorado gets 7 million views every week on average. That's including the bad games. They still average 7 million. What you talking about? Who got to learn how to read first? The Alabama players? I was thinking about that the other day. I said, man, they probably got some black trucks with black limo tent. Time them boys come out the airport, they put them in the truck and get a police escort, bring them up under the parking deck so nobody can't see who just came in. They might be flying them boys in at Denver, Colorado airport. I think that's what they have to do. Because I remember Coach Pryor said he came in at the airport one time and he wanted somebody to come pick him up. And Shador was like, we sent a car for you. And they were like, why y'all couldn't come pick me up? I think they do have to fly into Denver. I don't know. I haven't went to a game yet, so. But they might start flying these boys in at a different location so people won't know who coming in. Y'all saw Travis? Travis signed another NIL deal with Ford. So I thought Coach Pryor was going to do everything with Chevy, but now they got Ford and Chevy. Coach Pryor don't give a damn what. He got Ford and Chevy. If y'all in the country, down here in the South, y'all, they love saying that. They'll holler Ford and Chevy for about a good 2 minutes. Them dudes keep hollering, Ford, Chevy, Ford, Chevy. They holler that. They love doing it. They get a kick out of that. But Travis got a deal with Ford, and it's a special kind of truck. It's a special edition called a Black Widow edition. And the Black Widow, they do it for everybody. It's a package with a certain kind of rim, certain kind of seats, all that kind of stuff. It's like a red and black kind of like. I like the package on the Chevy better, but I saw the one for the Ford. It looked pretty nice too. And y'all know Travis, he jumped up in there all happy and stuff, like a little poodle in the truck, happy. But I'm happy for that young fella. Oh, did you see that? You saw the Kamani deal? Where can I see that? Did he post that? I didn't see Kamani deal. I'm gonna have to go check that out. But hey, where's this video? Is this on his IG? And Jimmy Horn too? Oh, it was on a commercial. Okay, I go check. I go look for a full commercial with Colorado players and see who on that. Oh, on Twitter. Okay, I gotta get my Twitter game up, y'all. I think I followed a lot of people like ESPN and all them. I gotta unfollow them. It'd be too much stuff on my timeline when I open it up. I gotta get them off my timeline. Mm. But yeah, y'all. Hey, I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. That's what I got for tonight. But y'all follow me on Twitter, and I'll follow y'all back. I'm gonna try to get my Twitter presence up. And if y'all want to see my stuff on Cow Cabin, I need like 200 more followers on Cow Cabin so I can start going live on that. Cow Cabin, that's my other YouTube channel. That's when y'all can see my farm stuff, my cows and goats and all that stuff. Oh, you can add me on Twitter to stuff? I ain't know you can add other people. Yeah, add me on that Colorado stuff. But hey, appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I'm gonna take some of this information y'all gave me, go look up some of this stuff, and tomorrow we'll hit y'all with another video. I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna try to get my Florida State guy out here tomorrow, and I'm gonna talk about some Syracuse stuff too. So I know some of y'all get hot about that Syracuse stuff, but I got some Syracuse heat to hit y'all with. And yeah, that's it. That's what I got, y'all. See y'all next time.